Hey, what up, everybody? It's me, Jay.
So welcome back to our little community, our little channel, guys. Um, Today what I'm gonna definitely be doing is I'm gonna do a little reaction video on the whole Wendy Williams situation, which is mind-boggling, crazy. It's just crazy. We just gonna get right into it though. It's just crazy.
And I woke up yesterday to a phone call from my friend Wendy Williams. As you know, all of us that do this, we get it from Wendy, and we haven't been able to connect in almost 2 years, probably even 2 years. And there's been so much going on in the news about her, whether she has dementia, whether she's sick, whether she's lost it all, lost her mind. And I've had concerns with not being able to reach her. I've been talking to her family, trying to get her on the phone. Well, I finally got her on the phone and was able to catch up with her yesterday, and I want you to hear what we talked about. Listen. Good morning, Wendy.
Jason, oh my gosh.
How are you?
It's been how long since I've talked to you? Please.
It's been a long time.
Let me tell you something. My life is in a serious situation. You know, I've had this guardianship person, for 3 years. For me, working in New York is all I wanted to do. My work is finished. The work is finished, a few years, like 3 years as a matter of fact. And and then, to live in Miami with my family. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I wanted all my goddamn life. And my life has taken into a whole new direction in terms of dealing with a guardian. Look, I feel isolated, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that, first of all, Wendy, I miss you and love you. And everybody, and you may not see this, is talking about you online and wants to know why they have not freed Wendy. People love you. People miss you.
Have you ever tried to call me and I can't answer? Have you ever tried to?
Absolutely not. In fact, I was telling Alex, you and I would talk almost every day. I would come and see you every time I'm in New York. We would have a great time, and you were always attentive to me, and we would have a great experience. And so I've been so confused at this entire process. And Alex will tell you, Alex, I've called you multiple times, and Kevin, asking what is going on with Wendy.
Yeah, well, you know what? This has been a really, I flew to Miami from New York, for my son. He finished, college, and I was there in Miami for 9 days. This was, about a month, less than a month ago. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time. You know what I'm saying? The family. I mean, we did so many different things, and this guardian person can't stand that I had such a great time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in prison. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, no, Wendy, I don't know that she doesn't. She's mad that you had a good time. I think she's mad that we now see that you're not incapacitated the way that they've told the media, that you're not, that you've lost all of your mind. You don't know where you are. I mean, the way that they've communicated to the world is almost as if you don't even know who you are. You sound better than ever right now on the phone. So I'm confused.
That's the part right there for me. That's the part right there for me. That's the crazy part right there. Is the whole they tried to gaslight the whole situation. They playing in everybody's face again. It's just I'm just I don't even understand. And I get that, like, a lot of us don't understand and know a lot about the whole guardianship situation, including myself. But I know it does mean that a little bit, from my understanding, because I got some children, so I know a little like that somebody else is ultimately in control. A little basic right there, right? So in that case, if she's having all these complaints and her family's having all these complaints and they're bringing and arising all these issues, why is it not being more done about this? Like, the movement needs, the hashtag Free Wendy movement needs to, like, really continue to be strong, and it needs to we need to do what we gotta do the right way. If that means I seen a comment, I don't even know where I was at, but I was in them YouTube streets in the comment section, and my whole thing is that I seen this comment, and it was something like, "Go, like we need to be outside the facility protesting." Ding, ding, ding. That's the one right there. That's exactly what we need to be doing, and I don't even know why we're not there yet. I mean, because if this is, from my understanding, I think this is going on in New York, and I'm in New York. So I'm just on a different side of New York right now. But yeah, where we need to go, where we need to meet. Or another comment I seen was like something about a petition where we need to sign, where we need to be. I'm gonna let Jason Lee continue on though. This is crazy. I'm appalled. I'm disgusted. It's crazy. This lady, the people that need to be held accountable need to be held accountable for real.
I'm being controlled, by the system I'm in. I feel isolated. You understand? I did not know that my cats, my twin cats, were, given to somebody else. I had no idea until, believe it or not, 2 days ago. Yeah. She tells me, I'm talking about my cats, you know what I'm saying? And actually, Alex, I didn't tell you, my friend Lisa, and Lisa said, Wendy, I would have taken both of the cats until you're ready to have the cats back to you. I was like, oh my God, she would have. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's simple things like, if I want to go out, I'm only going out because, I'm going.
Like a dentist appointment or something like that.
Thank you. Listen, Jason, it's been so long since I've talked to you that I'm sorry if, I'm trying, and Alex, thank you for, talking me along, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I got liposuction breast implants years ago, so, working out, going to a gym has always been my mainstay. You understand what I'm saying? So it turns out that it wasn't until, the other week that because I wanted to go to there's this equinox right here, and I was telling Alex,
oh, right, yeah.
Anyway, the point is that my life is like, what in the world? This guardianship person, you understand what I'm saying? And regarding anything, pills, this is a pill. Look, where I am, the men and women are in their 90s, some are in their 80s and some are in their 70s, and I don't care if they're 60 like me. And nobody here is anything like me in the way of, feeling and moving and talking. I don't have anybody to talk to here. You understand? This is an old age home. This is the type of home. Well, Alex, you've been here before. You understand where I am.
Yeah.
Listen, Jason, I eat food right here on the couch. I watch TV. I've got radio, and I look at the window. And this is what I do.
And that's day in and day out.
Yes.
Every day, every week, every hour. And, Jason, it's funny because I just want to jump in here real quick, Aunt Wendy, when she was saying, you can hear the exuberance and almost in terms of there's so many different things that she's trying to get out because all of this has been happening and she hasn't been able to talk to anyone about it. So these are literally our conversations. She can't talk to her friends like you. She can't go out to a simple lunch, and go outside when she wants to. She can't just have unrestricted access to the people and the things that she loves. And, like I was saying earlier, being able to live her life in a dignified way that matches the person that she actually is, not the person that they're trying to put her out here to be, but who she actually is, who we're all hearing in this moment.
See, I feel emotionally abused, Jason. It's like, to be sequestered, the guardian and my system that I happen to be dealing with through this guardian person and the judge and the attorney, know what I'm saying? It's like I'm being sequestered so that you can put in the media whatever they tell you that I am. You understand what I'm saying, Jason?
Yes, I mean the one thing that I know for sure is that you loved two things. You loved your show and your audience, and you loved your son. And to me, the way that you disappeared, there's no way in heaven or hell you would have left your son that way. And when I called him to ask him how you were, he was terrified to even have a conversation with me. So it gave me this perception that you were almost being held by terrorists. When you talk to Sabrina Morrissey about getting out, what does she say?
Sabrina Morrissey says anything to keep me here because Sabrina's making money from me, and she told me that there's no money. And that's a lie. You're not going to be with somebody for 3 years and not make money from me, especially the several million that I know that she has holding me hostage. Like my money, like I have like $15. And that's all I've had for 3 years. You understand what I'm saying?
In terms of in her wallet right now, physically on her, Jason, is what she's saying. Yeah.
Excuse me, in my Goyard wallet. Like, labels are important.
That's the Wendy we know. She'll let you know, right? So do that sound like a lady that's like incapacitated? I believe is a word that she used. Yeah, no. That sound like the Wendy we all know. And even if she was going through something before, people don't go through stuff. So people can't get, so the people perfect. And she has a family, willing, able, and capable. Her loving son, as much as him and his mom love each other. Why is, like, I don't understand. This is a hot mess. Like, it's a hot mess. And I'm just, it's so infuriating. It makes me so angry that this could happen to a person. And that is happening to people. And it's not just her. Exactly what her niece said in another interview. And it's just crazy. Where we gonna be meeting at though? That's what I need to know. Because we need to be down at the facility. And we need to be acting like we got sense when we get there. But we need to be protesting. It definitely needs to be happening. Cause we want her home with her family. She wants herself to be home with her family. And her family wants her home with them. Guardian. Cause she can't say it. She can't go into detail too much. It's only by so much she can really say for real. Because of legal. That's what it all boils down to. But I know one thing, we could definitely be out there for Auntie. For real. And how they doing. Yeah. We could definitely be down there. Like, cause I'm not understanding how does this happen. And yeah, we don't know a lot, and there's a lot we don't know. But I know that she could be home with her family, and I knew it was some just always seemed not right about this whole situation. Just something always seemed not right and very off about the situation. But sometimes you just gotta let things play out, and we didn't know what we know now then. I don't not a lot of us anyways. And now that she's coming out and she's speaking out and she's fearful, this is crazy and this is a mess and people need to be held accountable, period.
But literally, and all of my stuff is in storage. I sold my apartment, which I wanted to do that too. Sell my apartment and live in Miami and be with my family and relax in Miami. And yes, I would like to work again in Miami, but simple work, and that would be something where I could even ask Alex, what do you think about, if I do this? And I only want to do it like once a week, or you know what I'm saying? I got my son a car for his graduation from college, and it had to be approved by my guardian person. It's like my money is my money. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get my son, any car in the world, I've got the funds, and it's for my son. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. People were telling me when you were in Miami with your son that they were monitoring you in a way where you didn't even really get to have alone time, that they were always near you, and in a way to try to control what you said, who said what. Is that accurate?
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, and my family can attest to that. Alex, you know the deal?
Yes, there was. We were being watched like hawks, and there was no period in which I was able to do anything with my aunt, or that I was able to witness anybody else in my family doing things with her, that did not come without eyes on us the whole time. It was a very weird feeling.
I mean, it was something so simple, like, my son Kevin had set up a girls' day where Alex and my sister Wanda and we all went and we had our nails done, you know what I'm saying? And I bought a new wig and we had our toes done and things like that. And I was being monitored like a hawk by these two married a man and a woman. They're married people. They're from Miami. The girl, on my money, had to fly. The married woman had to fly to New York so that stay in a hotel on my money overnight, and then the two of us flew back to Miami for my son. And yes, this is all on my money. The guardian person is spending my money hand over fist. That I don't even have receipts from shit.
Understand why you have a guardian when you could clearly take care of yourself. There was a video that surfaced where when you exited your son's party, the driver or your car that the guardian was supposed to have for you wasn't even there, and you couldn't even find your transportation. So how is it that they're your guardian to take care of you, but yet didn't do that?
Oh my God, and that's a fact. Oh, thank you for saying that. And you want to know what? And that's one of the many things that the guardian person did not like. Like, what was I doing in the street? I said I was in the street because I had to cross the street. The common courtesy of a celebrity person like I am, you're supposed to have the car on the same side so I get in comfortably. I don't have to cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you and I have talked. You're talking with my aunt now. You guys, your friendship is very clearly obvious to everybody. And this is the first time that she's talking with you.
In years.
God knows how long, right? And so right now, in terms of her wanting to speak out, she asked me to be on these calls with her, and I'm like, okay, fine. I'm championing you, and that is the free Wendy, and whatever you want in terms of what makes sense for the woman that you are right now, which we are all clearly hearing. I'm championing that. So we have, we're trying to make sure that we share as much as possible, these interviews, the videos of the fact of who she actually is right now.
Because I am caught up in a system.
Yeah.
And the system is failing me now. I am not being treated right. I am not being treated with dignity and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That's what it is right there. Dignity and respect. She's not being treated with any of that. That is abuse. And people need to be held accountable. This is disgusting. People need to be ashamed of themselves. I don't understand how
audience, I have millions of people who are all Wendy watchers, who are Wendy fans, who ask me all the time, where's Wendy, demanding that we do something. What are we asking people to do?
Alex?
And right now, so a few things. We are, of course, posting as much as possible and sharing with the hashtag Free Wendy. There's also a GoFundMe that has been started to help with some of what will potentially be a long fight right? And making sure that we can just galvanize around this issue, even larger as well. And, I've talked about before, and that is the guardianship issue in general, in terms of the guardianship system in New York. It's broken. My aunt has said that. I have said that. And there are plenty of reports that back up what I'm saying. So I hope that this conversation, of course, first and foremost, we can get some traction in terms of the Free Wendy movement. People can share and give in whatever way that they can toward that, but also that we can get the information and the knowledge out there, just in terms of exactly people first understanding fully and completely what a guardianship system is, for those that may not know, and then also where there are cracks in this system. And unfortunately, my aunt is one of the 20,000 people.
Yes.
A system that's overloaded, and there are not enough guardians. So there's so many different ways to look at this, but
Yeah, and also look up, what incapacitated is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that you have a clear indication that is not me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm emotionally abused, and where I am, I stay on, like I said, I'm on the 5th floor, and Alex has been here. She's seen for fact exactly where I am. Anything I want to do, I cannot do. I am made to be held like prison. I feel isolated like a mug.
Well, Wendy, I've plotted on breaking you out. I just don't know where to find you because I miss our lunches. and don't forget, we both promised each other we were going to exchange our white friends. I was going to get you Madonna. You're supposed to be getting me Caloripia, and it's not happening.
Listen. I cannot look. I'm sorry, Alex, but let me just talk to Jason. Jason, I cannot wait to date. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I cannot wait to play with, one man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot wait to date until I find that one man forever and for life. And I swear I mean that mess. And the idea that these men, I wouldn't even give, I'm talking about sexually speaking. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Wendy is now again. Does that sound like a woman that can't fend for herself? We don't, like she said, like Anise said a little while ago, earlier in the video. We're not worried about what she was before. We worried about where she at now. So people can't go through things and be it right now. We don't care what she's been through before. Nobody's perfect. Period. Nobody's perfect. Let that lady go. Now y'all need to let her go. That's all that needs to be going on. It's really not that hard. It's really simple.
Look, for the last 3 years, I've looked. I don't see it. I don't see them. But you want to know what I do? When I take off my body and I look at myself, I'm like, hey, I'm hitting and holding. When can I get out and meet these men?
No, we've seen you recently. You look great. You sound great. I'm extremely happy. It's been an emotional roller coaster because when they told the press or when they released this lie that you had dementia and had forgot everything, I really was wondering, like, would she remember me? Because I know, like, you're the queen of what we do, and a lot of us that are doing this, that are sharing your message, are only doing it because of you, and the thought that the things that they said about you was happening, we weren't able to be there for you, was really sad. And I'm just happy that Alex finally got us together.
Well, that's why, when people talk about, dementia, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing about dementia and that, I've got to prove and I've got to show, like, thank God I talk on the phone with you. And in terms of also what I want to do when I get to Miami, and Alex, I told you this too, I want to talk to people about dementia. And I don't even know how to do that, but Alex and other people, I need, like, when I live in Miami, I need somebody to, hook me up because we're going where? All right, I'm ready because I want to talk, because I want to expose, what I've been through, and you know what I'm saying, and including, people who are married. Why are you still married when clearly, okay, how long has it been going? And then talk about that, you know what I'm saying? And people who've never been. Look, I want to talk. I want to talk to normal people. For the last 3 years, I've been talking to people.
Well, we want you to get out and talk. The one thing I know, and I can say to everybody that I've seen firsthand, is your relationship with Trav, your son, with Alex, your family has had your back from the minute I've met you up until today, and so it's
Yes.
never made sense why you're not with family. And I'm glad that you're finally having the courage to talk, because it seems, at least for the last 2 years, that there's been this fear that you can't talk to anybody.
Thank you. And I know that we are time difference, from Los Angeles to New York, but anyway, I'll talk behind the scenes because we're being taped, correct?
Correct.
Yes. Well, I'd like to talk to you behind the scenes.
Sure. I want to make sure you have my phone number. You can call me anytime.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And here it is, Jason. You've heard her. You see the reports. People have now seen her. They're hearing her. We're having these conversations, and I think one thing that Mayana's been very clear about is that she doesn't say and negate the fact that yes, she went through something, and that she's, it took a minute to get on the other side. She's not negating that, but what she's saying right now that we're all saying is that she clearly is not the person that we saw, and the messaging that's been put out there is as if she's even worse than we saw her a year ago.
And by the way,
what we're all able to tell, that's just not true.
And by the way, about pills, these people, they're bringing me 8 pills, and I only know 2 pills. I only know 2 pills that I've known forever. So I don't know what these other 7 pills are, but that's all I'm saying about my life. These people come and they bring the pills, but that's what they do for a living. These people who bring the pills. And
instantly, DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim.
these people who bring the pills. And in this floor where I am, that's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, look, I'm in a weird situation. Anyway, continue, Alan.
Well, can I ask this? Have they told you what you have to do to get out of this conservatorship?
Excuse me. Look, I can't talk about that.
Right.
but other people can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen. This is what I want. Okay, this is what I want, and this is what I fought for with my this lawyer person. You know what I'm saying? I tell her, excuse me, this attorney.
Is this the Sabrina? Is this the Sabrina woman?
No. Sabrina is my guardian. Sabrina is my guardian. Sabrina's looking over my money.
She's doing a horrible job, by the way.
Listen, and making sure that I get all these pills come to me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pills, there's 7 pills are, and she makes sure that when I have to go out to do something, it's only court approved by, not court approved, but only that it's approved by Sabrina. And God forbid, I might not be able to fly to Miami to wish my dad the 94th birthday because it has to be approved by Sabrina, who did not like the 9 days I was in Miami 3 weeks ago, for my son to graduate from college.
Do you think Sabrina's going to retaliate against you for having these conversations with us? Because I saw Charlemagne's call, Don Lemon's texting me. So clearly you're hitting your rounds with all the right people. Do you think she's going to retaliate?
Look, I have no idea. Maybe she'll take away my phone. You know what I'm saying? And this phone is not even my phone, by the way. My real phone is with her. This phone that I'm like, I can call people, but people can't call me. Alex knows about this phone. I don't even know what the hell this phone is. Listen, and not only that, but where I am, maybe they'll move me to a new, more, decrepit location in New York. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm hung out to dry so that she can keep all of my money and profit off the philosophy that Wendy is, and Wendy must be decrepit and die in New York without ever seeing my family again.
Well, we can't let that. We're not going to let that happen.
Well, look. This is why I need help. I can't do this by myself, Jason. I can't do it by myself with Alex, and Alex knows that. It just can't be the family that fights for me. It has to be a other people involved in the fight of my goddamn life. I'm fighting for life now.
I hear you. And I'm glad that you're fighting.
And by the way, I was watching you on TV. I know it's from old, because you've gone on to do magnificent things. I mean, and it was actually Alex and other people who had to tell me, like, what's Jason doing? What's Jason doing? What's Jason doing? Jason, all I see is that scene 1, episode, 1, episode 2, episode 3, from you talking to people, famous people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm following in your footsteps, Wendy, and again, we all have to pay homage to you.
Alex, people say that to me, and it makes me so happy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Jason, you've gone on and done some really smart things. So you are like a person who can advocate for me and my situation that I'm in. And I don't know what that would entail, but my niece Alex absolutely could. Please help me, Jason. And I'm serious.
Oh, no, I got your back. I got your back. I'll work with Alex. And then, Alex, give her my number. She can call anytime.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, that's about all the talk. I mean, I don't want to over talk because I know that you're busy working, and Alex, I know you just got off of work, but it's too expensive to call from New York to Miami. See, I'm looking out for my money, even through this stupid phone that I'm using, and even though all my millions is with the Guardian person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's the Guardian? Who's the Guardian again? Alex?
What'd you say? Yeah, I know, because Sabrina. We talked about that.
Oh, okay. Did you give a last name?
Sabrina Morrissey.
Yes, we did.
Oh, we got Sabrina's. I just looked at Instagram before I got in here. Sabrina Morrissey's name is all over the internet right now, so she definitely got the message.
And yeah.
And then she definitely got the message, y'all. That's all that matters. We're going to keep sharing, liking, all that. Sharing, liking. We're going to keep spreading the word. Spread 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 the word. And if you hated this video, not for you. So don't come being weird. Because you know how y'all do. And that ain't even cute. But your little wheels. See, I was about to start talking crap. That's what I get. I was about to say with your little weird self. Anyways, that's what I get.
The thing is that I can't talk about her. All I can say is Guardian person.
Right, like she can't say the name. That's why that was like, what is it? Because she can't say it technically.
Got it.
So that's why she referred to me for it. But I mean, there you have it. I mean, this is who everybody's saying is, or not everybody, but this is who this Guardian is saying is permanently incapacitated. So,
yeah, and I'm in prison. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
So Wendy, just at the end, if you can just say one thing to all your fans that are listening and the millions of people that follow me, what would you want to say?
I need help. I need help, people. I need you to hashtag. What are you hashtagging, Alex?
We're hashtagging Free Wendy.
Free Wendy, you know what I'm saying? And I need help, you know what I'm saying? I need help in a good way because I'm healthy and I'm strong and I'm ready to fight and I'm ready to win. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Well, it was good catching up with you. I want to talk to you again. I miss you and love you.
Thank you. You too.